Hey guys, it's your girl El Rochelle here for Hardwood Diva. It is Saturday, January 14th, and I am bringing to you some of my favorite stuff. And that is going to be the NFL Divisional Playoffs weekend. I love this weekend. This is when you start separating the men from the boys. This is when you start really getting into the nitty-gritty of things. So, first up, we've got 4 games this weekend. First up today, Saturday at 1:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we've got the New Orleans Saints versus the San Francisco 49ers. Now, this is really interesting. I mean, a lot of people expected the Saints to be here just because of the fact, they're good. Every season, last few seasons, they've been doing pretty well. Just, they're that team that you keep seeing and just keeps doing well. They're actually doing really well right now. They're kind of coming on strong through the end of the season, through these playoffs. So this is going to be a team to watch. Of course, their offense is amazing. Drew Brees passing up records this year. Great. But then we've got those 49ers. We didn't expect this. This Harbaugh team is actually doing very, very well. They have a staunch defense. Problem is, are we going to be able to see them actually putting up points versus the Saints? The Saints know they don't have the greatest defense. But the one thing they can do, we know this, they can put points on the board. So even if you may hold them back a little bit, they're still going to come on strong, just like they did last week. The Lions held them pretty well for a while, and then all of a sudden they just massacred them. So you're kind of wondering, what are we going to see from them this week? Yes, that 49ers defense is good, but is that 49ers defense going to at least be able to keep up with points? They're one of the top, I think they're the top team in the league of going into the red zone, but coming out with field goals. The field goals ain't going to work versus New Orleans. So we're going to have to see how this goes. My pick is going to be the Saints. We're going to still see a staunch defense from the 49ers. I just don't think that offensively they will be able to keep up. But I'm definitely loving what I'm seeing from the 49ers, and I definitely think this is a team on the rise. Alex Smith is doing better. Once he just is able to actually consistently be, just keep doing well and actually start getting those touchdowns, we're going to definitely see a lot more from this team. But right now, I'm going with the Saints for today. And that game is going to be on Fox. Second up for today on CBS at 5 p.m., we're going to be having the Tim Tebow-led Broncos versus the Tom Brady Patriots. This is going to be an interesting game. This is going to be a regular season rematch. Tim Tebow was doing great. I think he was on a 7-of-8 run. Then they smacked into the Patriots in Denver. And the Patriots just kind of quieted that notion that Tim Tebow was going to just be able to kind of hijack things. Tim Tebow is still the main attraction for this week after last week's victory that some people didn't expect. If you watched me, I said that Denver had a very good chance of winning, and they did exactly what they needed to do. This week, we're going to have to see, because the one thing that New England can do that the Pittsburgh couldn't do, especially with Ben Roethlisberger last week, is put points on the board. They may not have a great defense. It's just like with the New Orleans 49ers game. They may not have the greatest of defenses, but that offense can put up points. So are we going to be able to see Tim Tebow and his team put up those points on the offensive end to compete with Tom Brady and them? It's another good chance. This isn't like they're completely outmatched, but I am going with the Patriots, not because I don't think that the Broncos have a chance. I just think, in all honesty, just knowing the Patriots and them drilling and, having this, I think they'll do pretty well. Now, don't get me wrong, Patriots haven't done too well in the postseason the last few years, so it still remains to be seen, but I'm going with the Patriots. Sunday. First game, CBS, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We've got the Houston Texans going up against the Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore is quietly having a very good season, a Super Bowl-worthy season. So now with Pittsburgh, which has been their biggest competition over the last few years, now with them out, AFC is definitely theirs to win. Houston's doing well. They're on the rise. It's their first year in the playoffs. But I think Baltimore is going to smack them. Just how I feel. It's kind of just how it's going to go. If Flacco can make sure to get the ball to Ray Rice like he's supposed to, just keep pounding, running, get a little play action, get some throws down the field. I definitely think this will be an easy win for the Baltimore Ravens. So I'm going with the Baltimore Ravens. Then at 1 p.m., we've got kind of that NFC matchup everyone's been waiting to see. This is one of the only teams that actually made Green Bay look like they were working. I mean, other than Kansas City, I don't know, we're smacking them. But that game versus the Giants is one of the best games, but it's also the game where we really saw what Aaron Rodgers was made of. So, of course, this is a rematch. It's in Green Bay. Now we get to see what the Giants are made of. Are they going to be able to come back and kind of get their pride back after getting so close to beating the Packers? Or are we going to just see Aaron Rodgers continue to add to his own personal glory? People are talking about everything but the Packers this season. They're talking about Tim Tebow. They're talking about Cam Newton. They're talking about the New Orleans Saints even. They're not talking about the Packers. Still think the Packers are my number one choice for making it to the Super Bowl and winning. So it should be interesting. I ain't a fan of the Giants, so I'm going with the Packers. Again, not to say that the Giants can't win. This is at the point where teams that are in the playoffs at this point really can continue on. They have a good chance of making it to the Super Bowl. But what I'm seeing, I'm going with the Packers. Just a team that's experienced more recently. Yes, the Giants are used to this kind of underdog. No one thought we can make it. That's how they came in and won that 2007 season. However, I really think that the Packers are going to be the ones to do this. This isn't a Packers team with Brett Favre throwing up mistake after mistake after mistake. Aaron Rodgers doesn't do that the way Brett Favre did it. I definitely see this Packers team going on. So, my picks for the weekend, I'm going with the Saints, the Patriots, the Ravens, and the Packers. No upsets from me. Don't get me wrong, there probably will be at least one, but I don't see it coming. I mean, there's a good chance, but I'm going with all of the top dogs. So, there you have it, folks. Let me know what you think. I will see you next week. Yes, conference championship time is coming up. See y'all later. Mwah.